Y'all doing all right today? All right. All right. All right. My name is Sir Markadoo. I'm going to be your speaker today. We're going to talk business. How many of y'all are entrepreneurs here? How many entrepreneurs do we have here? Anybody? Nobody? This is mine? I thought this was a business class.
It is.
Okay, none of y'all want to be in business?
I do. Yeah, I do.
I'm going to find out in a second.
I do.
That's good. Business is great. I'm going to show you what business really is in a minute. You like that? Like to know about how to make some money?
Yeah.
What's the ages here?
17,
15,
16, 17.
Okay. The focus is going to be on all of you, but the main focus is going to be on the 18-year-olds, 17, 18. No. We're just waiting. You want me to go? I'm ready to go.
Yeah, guys, you know my usual format when we have a guest speaker, so total attention. Please don't, I'll shut the computer down. This is a sales income producing presentation.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let me do that and you can go.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Kadeem will be coming in later.
All right. Okay, get started again. My name is Sir Markadoo. What I would like for you all to do first is to please stand up. Please stand. All right. I want you to please stretch. I want you to just stretch. Just stretch. Just stretch. Stretch any way you want. I want you to stretch. Get that last yawn out. Breathe. Shh. Okay? Thank you very much. I want y'all to get that last little yarn out. Because hopefully I'm going to be very exciting for you, okay? You have a seat. Thank you. First thing I want to do is I want to thank Miss Lucy for giving me the opportunity. What do they call you, Miss?
Right.
Miss Wright. Thank Mrs. Wright for giving us the opportunity to come in and be able to serve you. What I'm considered is a business community partner. Have you ever heard that term before? No. Okay. What we do, what business community partners do, they are business people in the community, and they come in, they share information with you about business, their business, and ways to make money, and how we're going to assist you in your endeavors, right? But you need partners, right? So as you all grow and get a little older, you don't have to think the same mentality. How are the youth are going to get up there if nobody comes back and help the youth? Well, how does it work? Tell me, please, educate me on how does this thing continue to go on without people like me, Mrs. Wright, who's going to come in your lives and teach. Your commission is to come back when you get a certain age and bless somebody else, because hopefully today that you're going to be so blessed that you're going to realize it. You will say, my God, I didn't realize there was anybody like Sir Markadoo in the community that does what I do. Now, does anybody know me? Does anybody know me? Have they heard my name before? Or see my flyers around? Anything? You heard that name? Who heard that name before? You did? Okay, but you know, it's not a common name. But today, hopefully, you'll remember my name, and you'll always remember me as the one, the community partner that came in and helped change the course of your life. Now, it's easy for somebody to say something like that, and the thing that would come to my mind when somebody said that to me is, how you gonna do that? How you gonna have that kind of power to change anything? You don't even know me. How you gonna change anything about me? Well, I know one thing, that you have a teacher like Miss Wright. I know you in great hands. I know you guys have somebody that care about you. And she's, there's a like old little thing there about me. I'm firm, but I'm fair. I'm gonna be hard, but it's gonna be in a loving way, right? I'm gonna be fair. I can't just be hard on my children and not be fair. At the same time, anybody agree with that? Yeah. I mean, it's one thing to be, I need you to do that. And then there's another thing, I love you. I care about you. I care about your future and how you do it. Because one of the things that you all, I know clearly understand, is that we all come from somewhere, right? That I wasn't always 53. I was your age at some point, right? Crazy, didn't know which way I really wanted to go, right, Ms. Wright? I mean, you grew up, you didn't know what was in front of you. You had to pick and kind of choose and navigate your way through your life so that you can say, I need a career, this is what it's gonna be. And then how many times has it changed, Mrs. Wright? Many times, right? So get ready for adjustments in your life. Again, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna ask it to you one more time, and then I'm gonna ask you this question at the end, okay? How much time this class, because I knew I was a little late. I just got off the air. I do internet TV.
9:40.
9:40. So I gotta get across for y'all much faster than normal, right? The next class is gonna get the fullness of what I do. But I make sure I get a CD to them so they can see the overall how I do it, okay? All right, I promise you that. I'll get that CD for you, okay? DVD, sorry, DVD. Okay, who in here are really entrepreneurs? That's their thing. That's what they want to do. They want to be independent and do the thing. Okay. Now I'm going to go around quickly. Okay, that's you. What do you want to be? Speak up, please.
Teacher. Nurse practitioner. Lawyer. Occupational therapist.
Huh? What is that? Oh, listen. Accounting? What is it? And she's the sister over there? Okay, all right. Now,
You didn't get mine.
okay.
Retired.
Retire real soon. You know, it's something about teachers, they never retire. They never retire. They just teach and educate. Teachers and educators don't go away. They don't go away. They're always there for you. Even when they so-called retire, if you can touch them, they're ready to listen. That's the way it works. Now, listen, pay attention. Pay attention, I'm gonna take you there. What is the number one thing that most kids need?
Money.
Support. Money. Support. Money.
Support.
Money.
Say, give them money, sing. Money. Money. Money is the number one thing that most young people need. Let me tell you what happened to me when I was 13. I never asked my mother for another penny. I was making more money than my mother at 13. But I didn't need her money anymore. Because I got tired of begging for money. When she told me no for a quarter when I was 10, that was the last time she ever denied me any money. I made sure of that. Now, there was an educator, there was two educators. It didn't happen because one day I woke up and said, you know what, I'm gonna be the best I can be. No, it didn't happen like that. I was introduced to two Jewish gentlemen. And I asked them, could I sweep their establishment? They had a little candy store. Kids, we eat candy, throw the wrapper this way, right? But I got tired of seeing his business like that. So I asked them, could I sweep and keep their front swept up nice and neat? They said, yeah, that's nice of you, young boy, that young man. So it would pay me with candy. to do the job. But I didn't care. I wanted to be away from my family. I grew up in a drug-infested household. I grew up with crack addicts and heroin addicts and alcoholics. Now, I didn't choose that path. It was chosen for me. That anybody can identify with me right now, to know what it's like to grow up around heroin addicts and crackheads and alcoholics. Anybody can identify with me. It was like terrorism almost. It was like I knew I was a good kid, but I had to deal with my heroin brothers. I had to deal with the crackheads. I had to do it. I mean, where was I going? I had to deal with everything that came with that. The prostitution, the molestation. I was molested at 8 by a girl. And believe me, I was not expecting that at 8, 9 years old. I was a good kid. I was molested. You understand what that is? And because it was a girl, people automatically said, well, I was a girl. Now you should be happy. How do you be happy at 9 years old and you didn't know this is coming? And somebody took your little innocence from you, right? I wasn't expecting it, right? And then again, around 13, I was molested by my coach. Somebody that was a so-called uncle, and he was, you know, around, and I'd go to the basketball courts, and with him, he would take me out, but he molested me, okay? But I was like, in my own world, who do I tell? Who do I tell what happened? There's nobody to tell. So I had to live with that. Today, I teach kids, don't you ever live with that. My children, somebody touch you, tell them immediately so I can do what I gotta do. You see what I'm saying? So my kids had protection that I didn't. You know, nobody was there to protect me, you see? But I had to go through that phase of now, you know, my brother bullied me into smoking weed when I was 10. Now, I didn't want to smoke weed. I didn't know nothing about it. And he bullied me until I did it because he was doing it. So that was my life right there. That was it, my innocence right there. I was shot out the window, okay? But now, I'm looking at my life and looking in the mirror every day. I said, okay, what did I do with all of this? Because I was introduced to sports, I began to take my aggression out on my opponent. So whatever I couldn't control at 13, 12, 13, I said I can control this because I was an athlete. I learned how to play. I practiced a lot. I understood what this game was, and I understood what I had to do to be great at it. So I began to personally, aggressively dominate my opponents. So I flipped the script, and I said, okay, what do I do with all this negative energy? Well, I put it into sports, but I also put it into business. I said, I'm better than you. I kept saying it, I'm better. I know I'm better. I know I can do better. And I was. Because once I learned from them 2 gentlemen how to control my mind and my money, I started to take the penny candy and I started selling the penny candy. They told me, why are you eating all your profits? And I said, what is that? Well, it was like the difference between the principal and what you sell it for, the profit. That's okay. Teach me more. So I started selling candy for 5 cents. But I got smarter than the average. I took whatever they were teaching me and I took it to another level. They got me to understand distribution. So I said, okay. So now what I'll do, instead of just selling for you to 5 cents, I'll say if you buy 10 pieces, I'll give you 3 cents a piece. So now I have me a bunch of hustlers working with me, right? It was easy to do business, right? I always had money. By the time I was 13, I had plenty of it, right? But the biggest thing that I understood was that I had a lot more control over my life. That I didn't have to beg anybody for money anymore. It was easier, no matter what I wanted, what profession I ever wanted to be in. What was that in 13, 14, right? Whatever it was, I knew one thing. that I was gonna have me some money to go with it. Feel me? You feel me? I knew that I wasn't like my brothers in them. I always had money. See, but I had to learn to protect my money because they were always after what? My money. They was always after the money. So after being, heroin addicts, they, know that they're gonna take your money, right? But they, you wheeling and dealing, doing your thing. I'm doing my thing. Mommy, where's my money? Somebody took my money. One of these. So this is where the deal is. When you get to a point where I finally realized that these were drug addicts and stuff that I was dealing with, right? Molesters and, it's just the dark side. So I had to learn to find the light in that darkness, and I did. Once I knew there was nobody gonna touch me again, right? I decided I'm gonna take full control of my life. Understood that the people around you are supposed to be protecting you and love you. It's not really, that's not what they're there for. And so there's a lot of bad habits, but I developed a lot of great habits. So I get up a little earlier. I started to exercise. At 13, 14, I made up my mind that I was gonna be stronger, faster than anybody else on the court, right? I'm gonna hit the ball farther than anybody. I just was that mindset, right? Because everything that we do is all based off of mindset. What do we believe? Belief systems. Do we believe that we're gonna be that engineer? Do we believe that we're gonna be that nurse? Do we believe that's what we're gonna be? And you gotta know. But one thing that's gonna be in the midst of you attacking your profession, you gotta have money. Tell me something. How does it feel to depend on people at the ages that you are and you ain't got no money? Who in here has money, that control their own money? That's rare. You're one out of thousands in this, hundreds in this school, right? But the deal is, money's only one aspect of it. Give money is give money. But if you don't know how to generate the money, that's the lesson you want to learn. How do you make money all the time without it stopping? Let me tell you one thing that I never did. I never manufactured anything. Never dug up the earth. Never made no plastic moldings, nothing. But what I did do is I brokered for the companies. That's all I do. That's all that you ever gonna do. If you're not making it from scratch, even if you made something and you feel that nobody else has it, all you have done is take that and made it better than somebody else has. Just like me. Did I invent fundraising? No. I just make fundraising easier, right? Listen, your brain is set up to get money. It's just set up that way. Mommy, you got any money? Daddy, you got any money? Daddy, need some money. Hey, you got $5. Give me $2. You got $1? Give me about $1. Right? Your mind is already geared to get money, right? But it needs to be geared up how to get people to give you money every time, almost practically every time you see them. They're ready to spend some money with you. You all there's products and services out here right under y'all noses that you all can turn into cash anytime you want. But what is the fundamental problem? It wasn't taught. No, who's teaching you? Now I want to show you a fact. I'm going to prove to you that it's a travesty what's happening in America today with our children. Number one, how many people in here done fundraisers before? During school, who was in here was number one in their class, sold the most stuff, just outsold everybody? What did you get for it?
A prize.
What kind of prize?
It was like a little
Like Cracker Jack fries, yeah. How'd that make you feel after all that work?
For the moment it was good, but like after 5 seconds it was
I'm playing with it. And really, they had no significance whatsoever. Had no value anymore, right? You said for all that work, they could have at least gave you some of the money, right?
right.
Everybody else experienced that same thing? You do the fundraising, how much money do they give you? How does that make you feel? To know that you're being used like that. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, the system's set up for you to work and to give the money away. Does that make sense? Work hard, hustle hard, get this money up, and give it all away. How's that sound? That's fun, isn't it?
No.
But it happens all the time. We've been conditioned to raise money and give it away. Now, I'm not knocking it. Okay, how many here in church do all? They go to church. Do fundraising for the church? You ever do fundraising for the church? Like what? Like what kind of fundraising? Cookie, what else? Fish fries, chicken dinners, right? But what kind of money, after all they raised, all that money, how much you get? I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna show you how to start your own business. And it ain't even really yours, but it's you controlling it, right? How would that make you feel? To know that you can make some money on your own. Watch this. How many here, I'm gonna educate you on something, but how many here right now, I'm gonna ask that question again, have their own way of making money? Their own profit-making machine? What are you doing to make your money?
Oh, I go to work.
But, I mean, we all get a job. I mean, never all working. No, that's awesome.
What do we used to? What do we used to have our own living?
Yeah, well, what was you doing?
Selling candy.
Awesome. I made a lot of money selling candy. But why did you stop? Why did you stop?
Cause
Shh.
I don't know.
Okay,
Like the money I was spending and the stuff I was paying for, I wasn't.
okay. I don't have that much time, so this is what I'm gonna do. Tomorrow, I'm doing an event. You're invited if you like to come. Is that okay to invite them if they like to come? It's $10 to get in, but it's $5 for you all. But this, you never heard nothing like this before. It's at my warehouse. I have over 10,000 square feet. I got over $500,000 in inventory in there. I started with $96 9 months after I got off crack cocaine and heroin. I used to sniff heroin, and I used to smoke crack. I smoked crack for 8 years. And I got off crack, and I bought 24 t-shirts and never looked back. Can they get on them, on those right there? YouTube.com, can they get on YouTube? No, okay. Well, see, next time, well, you'll see all of this tomorrow, how God has blessed me. I had lost my family. My son was 9, and now he's 29, and he runs the company. Well, second generation company, huh?
On a Saturday event, that's a weekend event, that we cannot endorse from the school.
Okay.
That would be like between them and their parents.
Right.
You know, if they want to do it.
Right.
Because we have to go to the whole branch.
No, I understand it. So I have flyers. If they want to attend. It's just, you know, but that's up to you. You know that part. So I do have it. But what I'm going to do real quickly, let you know that I'm going to show you how to start your own business. Either that or I'm going to teach you how to do what we call affiliation program. I'm going to teach you all how to affiliate yourself with other companies, because that's all you're doing. Your whole life is going to be either working for, you know, for somebody else and taking your knowledge. They're going to train you. But you mind if I give them something?
No, that's fine.
This is the type of stuff that we have. You like this? Like this?
Can I have it?
I'm going to bless every one of y'all with one of these.
Yay!
okay? My information's on the back, just in case you, but I'm showing you all, here, you can pass it around. I'm showing you where these are like four, right now, because we made so much money off this stuff, we got these now at four for a dollar. 4 for a dollar. We got all kinds of posters, and when they're gone, they're gone. But we go out the street selling for $1 a piece. Friends and family. What you want to learn how to do is take dollars from people. Dollar, 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 dollar. We got small items, dollar, dollar, right? Dollar, dollar. You want to dollar these people to death.
Okay, so like, what kind of business, what kind of business
Okay,
is
look.
that?
This is a company that I started. That's cool. You got some pens.
Coupon.
Please, everybody get a picture. Thank you. Everybody has a picture over here?
Man, you get one next year.
Everybody have an ink pen. Everybody have an ink pen.
He doesn't have one.
Ink pen? Ink pen.
Oh, this in Decatur, y'all.
Right. That's the name of my company. It's Heavenly Body Products.
I can find it by Another Road.
Now listen to me carefully. This is very important. This is the type of stuff that I do. This is a pilot program. It's going to work. I'm not even worried about it. I don't care. They can say whatever they want. But my kids that come in contact with me, winners, okay? I'm going to teach you all how to do your own fragrance line. That's my wife right there.
What's her name?
Studio Stephanie.
Let me smell. Ask me.
I'll spread a little bit for you. Now it's up to you if you know, Mrs. Wright, she's gonna let you know how, if you wanna make it tomorrow, fine. A lot of my stuff is on YouTube. Please write this down quickly. YouTube.com. You can take a tour of my warehouse online. I teach business online. It's YouTube.com. YouTube.com. And when you get on YouTube.com, make sure you put in Heavenly Body Products with no spaces. Heavenly Body Products with no spaces. Now, how many sisters here like body oils? We're going to name the body oil product after you. Whatever your name is, it's going to be your name on it. What's your name? Ciora Enterprises. We put your name on it. You sell the Cool Water, Nautica, Egyptian Musk. People like body oils?
Yeah.
You know people like the house to smell good? Well, your name will be on this. You have your own company, moving your own products. And now people are calling you, saying, hey, I want some of that product that you got. This stuff put all my kids through college. Cash. Okay? So I'll see y'all when you come up to the office. My phone number, address is on the back of that. God bless you. God bless you. Have a great day. Thank you.
Can you log out my account? Oh, y'all made black soap too.
And we got black soap, shea butter, and then we're all private label for children, for the youth.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everybody.
Have a great day.
Thank you. Come on up to the warehouse and visit.
I need some money, so I will.
There you go. Now, how many of y'all want to start your own business? Want to be independent? See what I'm saying?
How to start. Just me.
Y'all make your own toilet tissue.
No, I wish we did.
Oh, let's say toilet tissue.
You do that. So is this money process? See, I got to come to that computer.
Oh, I'm going to show you how to get that paper. That's no problem. It's no problem, and it's easy. So Markadoo, International, That's my warehouse. That's one of them. No.
Here it is, folks. Roll on. Some of you been waiting for a long time. Let's give you the breakdown.
There it is, right there. No,
Mom, right.
Bye.
do the Heavenly Body
I have a
Policy
question.
with no spaces.
That's right. But we're supposed to give you a safe.
Excuse me. Could I buy a picture? Another one. How much
What?
do you sell it for? I got one.
$4.
I get four.
Yeah. Now you sell them for what? $1 each.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, get your money. You gotta get your money.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now we got about 20 more different.
You got some Bob Marley ones?
No, I have Bob Marley. I have the fragrance Bob Marley though.
You
What you
do?
say, you got it now?
Not really. Remember? Okay.
No spaces. Here. Right here. Watch this. Make a wise one. Looks different from that. The storefront looks a little different now.
Who is not supposed to be here? This is stuff.
Oh, Lord. How much is it?
See?
What kind?
See how fast it is? These kids gonna be making money. You gonna be proud of me. Helping your kids, man, they gonna some documents right
How much is
there.
that stuff?
They're $5. But I'm gonna teach you how to start your own company. So you don't even have to buy it from me. You buy it for yourself and sell it.
Them things smell good. Lord Jesus.
He don't spray like 3 sprays. Then one back there.
Lord. Can you spray some on me?
Yeah.
No.
Well, you,
Spray
listen.
some on her.
No, on the clothes.
Oh. Look at him. Trying to smell good.
Yes.
Oh, all day. Now take some of it like this, and just kind of like, there you go. There you go.
You smell that? Smell good, huh? Yeah. I'm be smelling good. They gonna be like, what you got? I'm like, can't tell. It's a secret. Oh, that's him?
Hey, how you doing? Thank you. I sell them. I'm gonna teach you all how to sell them.
When you coming back?
Huh?
When you coming back?
Y'all gonna come over to my warehouse. How's it look?
He's big. You know, that's big. That was all that.
The body oils. All them drums, the body oils and burning oils. I started with $96.
Now you got all of
Let me show you this one.
what you said, a bottle of different.
Yeah, man. That's what we got. Those places, yeah. Turn it up just a little bit.
Don't even think about it too much. I will be shut down.
Bubble gum. Why does it smell so hot?
So all you did is
Yeah, but that was 20-something years ago.
oh, so you been had this going.
Yeah, I had to try something new. I'm always trying to get
Excuse me. Is this right here? This right.
Yeah, she's around. I don't think she's here.
She went, yeah, she went out.
Okay.
You like that? I'm gonna teach y'all how to start your own business.
Me, girl, me.
It's a burning oil, the air freshener. It's in the body. The one was vanilla pineapple, the other one was cantaloupe.
Also, it's mixed between those.
Yeah, I sprayed a little bit around the house.
And you go around somewhere.
Let me get one of these.
That's what I do. I ship it all over the world. I ship it to Africa too. The Bahamas, Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico. I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna show you.
So you gonna put this up, you know, like a free
I
sample?
got you. I got you. Hold on. I got you. I got you. I got y'all. We'll wait for here come Miss Wright.
Right at the beginning.
Come on.
Let's see you get it back and you always have
Guys, let me have your attention, please.
Good morning.
I'll try not to have this rest of but I'll try to get it knocked out for you. All right. When y'all get ready, I'll be ready. We're ready. We're ready. All right, good morning to the ones that I missed at the door coming in, which are probably just about everybody. But as is obvious, it's Friday, it's not Monday, but we do have a speaker for today. I expect have the same set of expectations for our Friday speaker as we do on Monday. Sir Markadoo is from Heavenly Body Products, and he's gonna talk to you about, he's gonna give you a little bit of background and how you can still be successful, and your topic is like income producing.
Absolutely.
Income producing.
Make their own money.
Opportunities. So
Yep.
please give them your total and undivided attention, and whoever sent the stuff to the printer, know better. Emmanuel. All right, what else, Sir Mark?
All right. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How y'all doing this morning? All right, my name is Sir Markadoo. First thing I want to do is I'm going to thank Mrs. Wright for giving me an opportunity to service you guys, okay? It's definitely a pleasure. The pleasure's all mine. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, okay? When I was a young boy, around 13 years old, I stopped asking my mother for money. That was the end of my days with her. She could keep her money. I don't even want it no more. You need some money? No, I'm out of sight. I got money. I was making way more than her. So she didn't know it. She had no clue how much money I was making. And I liked it like that. I was so out of control with my life. I was born into a crack, heroin, and alcoholic household. Nothing I could do. Never picked that career path. I didn't come in this world and say, Jesus, I want to live around crackheads and heroin addicts, prostitutes and pimps. But that's the hand that I was dealt. Now, what was I going to do about it? Nothing. So I had to sit there and absorb it, but I knew I was better than what was going on around me. You know, you got to kind of have that feeling, you know? Because I knew I was a good kid, you know? And by my own standards, I knew, you know, things that I was taught. My mother wasn't a heroin addict or a crackhead or nothing, but she was an alcoholic. But she allowed the other stuff to come in. No protection whatsoever. She'd go off to work and forget it. You talking about, man, you know, the first time I experienced my brother, I came home from school, I probably was about 13 or something, 12 or something. And so he's laying there, he's sitting in the chair, and so I'm looking at him, and I'm like, you know, is he dead, right? So I had to really look real close to see if he was breathing, and he was breathing. So needless to say, I went on and asked my mother, what is this? What is this? You know? So early in life, I seen a lot of things I should have seen. I've done a lot of things I shouldn't have done, and I just chalked it up to the game. So one thing that I did, and that happened to me along the way, when around 8, 9 years old, I was molested. I said, okay, what is this? Molestation. I didn't even know what molestation was. What is this? Okay? So I'm thinking to myself, well, it was a girl, first of all. She was a little older than me, and she dragged me. She was just, come on. And I was like, I wasn't in that world. I mean, it was shocking to me. Needless to say, after that, my life was a little bit different then. You know, the way I looked at girls and everything, the whole world, my world changed. But I had nobody teaching me anything, okay? They were teaching me. Then it happened to me again when I was, because that went on for some years right there. Then, but I wasn't pleased with it, but I was like a junkie after that. You know, it was nothing I could do. I was already on a path of destruction, right? So it happened again, 13 was a basketball, you know, like he was, you know, uncle type of deal, you know? And, you know, I played basketball. And so, you know, he was like my mentor. And then he took advantage of it, right? Well, what do you do with that kind of information? You know, of course, you know, you want to tell your parent. You know what's going to happen, you know. But now I taught my children, if anything, anybody touch you, I want to know about it. If they whisper in your ear, I want to know about it. So I protected my children, and they well aware of that. You see what I'm saying? They made sure they weren't in harm's way. They wasn't able to go to Uncle Jimmy's house. Because Uncle Jimmy, I know what's over Uncle Jimmy's house. I'm old enough to know, right? I know what's over there. I know the drugs and all that is over there. I'm not letting you spend the night over there. For what? I don't care how mad you get with me. I know that I have your brain intact when it gets 30, my age, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I know your mind is at ease. You don't have to worry about it. I protected you, right? Now, what do I do, excuse me, what did I do with that experience? I was introduced to sports. And I hate to tell you, I hated it for my opponents. Because I took all that negative energy and applied it to my opponents. Whoever was playing on the opposite side of me, they were gonna have a bad day at the office. That's just the way I was. I was so angry, but I was happy at the same time. But I was angry at the same time, right? Because normally when you're young, you don't know how to decipher all that stuff. You don't know how to shake it through a screen and say, okay, all the good stuff there over here, all the bad. Everything was just mumble jumble to me, right? But there's one thing that I think held me together was my mother did teach me the difference between right and wrong. And when something bad happens, my awareness was like out of sight. I was like, I'm aware now. Y'all can't, and this will never happen like this again. You know what I'm saying? If you're not gonna protect me, then I'll protect myself, right? So there were people around me that know I will clock you. If you even put your hand, sorry, this is right. I will clock you if you come anywhere near me. And then people somehow say, stay away from me, you know? But that was my defense mechanism. I was a big dude, I still was big. I was an athlete. So I was, like I am, 53 years old, I'm cut up. You know, I got some D's on it here, right? So I knew, but I used to be over 300 pounds. I lost over 100 pounds, 100 something pounds. I was over 300 pounds at one point. I ate myself into oblivion, okay? That's another story. So now I meet, in between those two incidents, I met two Jew guys. They owned a store. They owned a candy store. And I would go around there, you know, buy my candy. But you know, the kids, you know, we kids. Over the rapper, they go to rapper. So eventually I told these guys, I said, let me sweep for you. Let me keep this place nice and tidy. I'll come around in the afternoons after school, and I'll sweep all over there and make sure everything's nice. It ain't like that. They said, I'll pay you with candy, right? So, you know, man, I'll be a candy. All of a sudden they say to me, why are you eating up all your profits? I'm like, profit? What's that? What's a profit? Well, you know, you paid this much for it, you charge this much for it. The difference between the principal and what you sold it for is profit. I said, oh. Can you imagine 10 years old, 11 years old, and I ain't got no money? And every time I ask them, I'm paying for money, here's a quarter, or get out of here, I ain't got nothing. Because my mother found out later, she was so busy bailing my brothers out of jail. So there ain't no money, right? Especially for the 10, 11-year-old kid that really needed some money. What's the one thing kids need? The one thing to be candy. Somebody said candy. Yeah, but they need money. Don't y'all need money? Who in here don't need no money? You definitely don't need no money. I thought so. So, now they're teaching me about profits and losses. Okay? I'm learning it. I find out, I said, you know what? I'm gonna sell this candy for 5 cents. There you go, sell that candy for 5 cents. And then I took what they were teaching me to another level. Because they were teaching me distribution too. What's distribution? Distribution is when you do the distribution is when you do that. I know what? I'll get some of my friends to help me. This is what I'll do. I'll sell it for 5 cents, but if you buy 10 pieces or more, I'll give it to you for 3 cents. And you can sell for 5 cents, you make 2 cents per. But over time, the accumulation of all those pennies turned to nickels, dimes, quarters, and then they would trade out the money for me, my little Jew guys, friends, right? Taught me how to stack it and count it and say, okay, give me bills for that. I learned how to handle money. I learned how to handle that cash. I learned how to take no for somebody. No, it was one of my best friends. Because when my mother said, I taught you the difference between right and wrong, but she taught me how to be denied, right? Denied. Can I have that denied? Can you have that denied? No. How about that? Can I have some cookies? No. Can I have that? No. So I learned what no meant, right? So when you ask somebody, do you want this? So want some candy? No. So I knew that was no thing. Let me go get this next customer. You want to buy something? No. Okay. No. So they taught me how to take no for an answer. But I learned how to take no for an answer. But I learned to flip it. I started thinking no don't really mean no. Because sometimes when I ask them if they want, they say yes. So I learned that no don't mean no. No means not right now. Can you come back around? I'll catch you next time. Right? So in other words, I never took it personal. No was never personal to me. When my mother was denying me, that wasn't personal. It was business. Right? It was her business not to give me everything. Right? But they took it a little bit too far. Now they want you to earn something. What do most people tell you to do with your life? Go to school. Go get a nice job, right? Right? Career, right? Nothing wrong with careers, right? Who in here, their career is entrepreneurship, business? Business. Who business people? Your business. Business? Business. I mean, are you in your mind, you gotta be saying, I'm a business person, right? Okay, watch this. What do you want to be when you old enough to do whatever you want?
Sports management.
Huh? That's a good answer, by the way. I don't know, it's a real good answer. And what though?
And different things like that.
It doesn't matter, does it? Entrepreneur, because guess what? You don't own anything. Are you a manufacturer? What do you manufacture? Where do you dig in the dirt or get some plastics? You got molds and all that, you know? What's it? Right. But that means you're going to be selling other people's products and services for the rest of your life. What's wrong with that? That's the way it's set up. All you do is take a situation and make it better, yeah? That's it. Listen, I do fundraising for a living, right? Did I invent it? No, I'm just making it better. I just put my little twist on it. I'm still gonna be, I just wanna be better at it than everybody else. That's all. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with being number one? What's wrong with being the best in the game? Tell me that, seriously. You know the one, you know they don't say it's not if you win or lose, it's how you play the game? Who came up with that? A loser. What do you mean it doesn't matter if you win or lose? If you're in a competition, don't you want to win? So who came up with that? It doesn't matter if you win or lose, it's how you play the game. Loser! Loser! I want to win. I want to win. I got so many trophies, so many plaques, so many awards, business awards, you name it. Accolades up the yin-yang. Because I always wanted to compete against my fellow workers. A.L. Williams was one of the greatest companies I ever worked for. It was Buy, Turn, and Invest the Difference. I sold more, I was #1 in recruiting, #1 in sales, #1 in premium. But these other guys wanted to be #1. They just said, man, I want to be #1 in that. Oh, really? I'm the recruiter of the year, buddy. I recruit more people than anybody. I got so good at recruiting, I recruited foreigners. That's how it is. The bigger than some of the money is really in the foreign.